Hello guys, there's an issue because there's a certain group out there that still thinks Saints Row 4 is better than Grand Theft Auto 5. No, it is not. Saints Row 4 is the exact same thing as Saints Row the Third. Hell, Saints Row 4 is even worse because they didn't bring any change. There was nothing to it. It was terrible. That customization garbage of that poor excuse of a demo was terrible. I mean, God, it was the exact same thing. At least GTA has some change to it. Not saying that it's 100% flawless because I'm not trying to get into a review yet. I'll bring all this up when I get my full review of GTA 5. But GTA 5 is way better, and it wasn't a repeat of Grand Theft Auto 4. So the whole thing about it is, yes, Saints Row 4 was a good series at one time when it was, criminal related. But when they got to the Saints Row the Third, they changed it into this Destroy Humans type game. THQ did. Then they gave it over. Then Deep Silver and High Voltage took it over, and they just made it worse because they didn't make any change to it. And actually, it was supposed to be a DLC, but they decided to make it, I guess, try to make it a full base game. But I'm just telling you, Saints Row 4 it was pure garbage, pure junk, just pure trash. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a better game than Saints Row 4. I'm telling you right now, it's better. It just is. You can't even compare them. GTA 5 has way more change because it's not a repeat of Grand Theft Auto 4. It's not. Not saying that not saying that the game's 100% great, but still, overall, it's still a pretty good game. Let me tell you what happened with Saints Row. That series went to hell because, like I said, it turned into the Destroy Humans based type game, and it was terrible. After Saints Row the Third, that was it. I couldn't take anymore because Saints Row 4 was the exact same thing. You could look at the texture, you could look at everything. Everything was the exact same thing. The button layout, everything was. It was just a terrible game. There was no change at all with Saints Row 4. So for all you whiny fag boys out there that still think Saints Row 4 can touch Grand Theft Auto 5, you guys need duck feet because that game, Saints Row 4, is not touching Grand Theft Auto 5. It's not doing it. It's not touching it. I'm sorry, guys. It's not touching it. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a way better game. And I haven't even gave my review. I wanted to wait till after. But since the question was brought up and I got the message, I said, let me go ahead and mention it now. This game's way better. Saints Row 4 was the exact same thing as Saints Row the Third. So, I mean, what more don't you understand? Saints Row 4's story had no meaning to it. Well, as GTA 5 does, because you're playing as three protagonists. Hello, GTA 5 is a way better game. And plus, even with the multiplayer in this way, I mean, this game's all around to me, it's better than Saints Row 4. And I have not finished, completing the game yet. But, there has been some change to, Grand Theft Auto 5. Even though I know they're trying to base it more like it's like, because even from, them promoting the game, they were really showing off the good parts of all the fun stuff you can do in the game. Trying to make it suitable, I guess, for everybody practically because of all the crime. But Saints Row 4, that game was terrible. Because, like I said, it was just a strong humans-based type game. It wasn't even criminal related. Now, if it would have stayed criminal related, I could have seen it would have been more of a challenge. But that's what decreased sales because High Voltage and Deep Silver didn't make any change to it. And from what I heard, it actually was supposed to be a DLC. So no, Grand Theft Auto 5 is way better. Saints Row 4 is irrelevant. If you think that you don't know your video games, unless you're some 2-year-old fag that sits up there or some 60-year-old loser that thinks that something's literally wrong with you because this Saints Row 4 is not touching GTA 5. It's not. Sorry, it's not. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a better game. So leave your comments, leave what you think. Which one's better than you? Grand Theft Auto 5 is better than me in my opinion. So, peace.